Alright, so here I am. I'm not sure what the quality of the audio is going to be here. Oh, there's a critter. I don't know if you can see it. This camera doesn't really have a zoom. But there's a critter down there. He's a raccoon, I think. Yeah. Definitely a raccoon. It's hard to see through the camera and the thing at the same time. Anyways, this is a LR40R. And you could just see, this is the minimum brightness. You can just see that it's, of course in real life everything's different, but it's just so well covered. There's so much good coverage. Oh man, this phone doesn't pick it up at all. Let's see. Well, there's a little bit of a zoom, but not enough. It doesn't change the low light output. So I might not be able to effectively do this, but what we're gonna try to do, I guess it'll just be an audio review, since clearly this thing isn't picking this up at all. But this LR40R is pretty nice. 300 and then 1000 lumens. And then we got 3000. Now that's what it looks like to my eyes at 300. Anyways. You know. Like it looks like this up here, like way down there. You can see everything. It's great. And then 6000. And then 11,000. So the lumens on this are just insane. They're just phenomenal. But they also have a headlamp on. But what's really great is that it also has throw. So you have an independent thrower that you can turn on and off. And to be honest, it's basically like two smaller flashlights built into one. It's not like two flashlights that are its size, obviously, because the LR40R isn't built like that. The optics have two separate goals, and you'd think that combined it makes something that's excellent, but it's not excellent. It's just, you know, you have this tiny little thrower with the tiniest of hotspots, and then, you know, a big wide flood that also has a big wide hotspot in the middle. So the maximum throw really is pretty acceptable. It goes way across stuff, probably 300 or 400 meters without an issue. It's rated at 600, which means with reflective tape you can see it from about 600 meters away. But the benefit, I do like this. This is cool. It tells you the power level you're at. It comes with a pretty good holster. In any case, while I'm getting where I need to go, the benefit to the LR40R really is that you have two different kinds of efficiency you can use. You have that real sharp 100 candela per lumen throw, and then you have that incredible 3 candela per lumen flood that's just real wide and throws a nice beam. It's a good tint, although there's a bit of a tint shift in the center spot to the outside. Bit of a tint shift because all the LEDs are domed. It'd be better if they had some de-domed LEDs. or maybe some nichias which have a dome but still don't see as much. They tend to do a little bit better with CRI and with a more uniform tint. This headlamp's pretty good. I'm using the HM23 or the MH23, something like that. And it's pretty nice. So from here we can see some good throw. And that's the tree. That tree right there. Wow, this is much harder than you'd think. Anyways. The camera can't see the tree as easily as my eyes can. I guess because it's further away than the ground right there. Anyways, this even gets the side of this mountain over here. There's residences over there, so I don't want to point it right up towards the middle, just right there. You can't see it at all. So I'll just have to, maybe I'll draw a picture or something. In any case, it's a fair amount of throw on the LR40R, but I'm going down here. There's another critter in there. Probably more raccoons in there. In any case, this is a public walk that I think is an overnight walk. You can walk here any time of the day because it's a transportation trail. So hopefully I don't get any weirdos coming out here. At least anybody weirder than me. There's a lot of ambient light over here from the street lights, but that's okay. We're gonna do this with the K75. We're gonna point it back at the mountain. I was gonna go down. We'll see how charged I'm still trying to charge these INR cells. So we'll see about it. I'll go ahead and post a video. Well, they need a little bit more time. The only issue with that fact is that these are brand new cells, so the first charge and the first runtime needs to be pretty much maxed. So I can't really run them where they're slightly discharged, and I don't have a single 18650 like that to try to drain the other two a little bit. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that anyways. It's just not a good idea. So this is fun. Pathway here. The only problem with ambient lighting like this is that you can't see what's on the other end of that tunnel. That's one of the many reasons why we do flashlights, because it's better to be able to really see. Increase the mode on my headlamp and I can kind of start to see. This is why we get a thrower. Damn bugs might slow me down. Oh, and bugs come out of nowhere. It definitely smells down in here. Standing water. Risky place. It's okay. What time is it? It's 9:54. So much ambient light. There's a bit of twilight, or no, it's just ambient city light bouncing off the damn clouds. So we still have clouds. There's a lot of light in our sky right now. It should be past twilight. It's like 9. It's like almost 10 o'clock. So we should be past twilight because sundown's 8:40 where I'm at. Sundown's at 8:40 p.m. So twilight should happen for about an hour. But it's been about an hour, so I don't know. The way it looks like the mountains are hidden from how much light there is. I can't tell how much of that city. Well, we got the Phoenix TK22. This is my fast pool light. It's always good. 1800 lumens and 40,000 candela. It's not the best low light camera, but it puts out a nice spot and a really nice spell too. The spot's really clean. It's a clean spot. So at this point, and it's 8:56. I'm not supposed to take much more time than this, so I'm gonna have to put the batteries in the light and just see what it does. I do like flashlights, it's fun. Well, there it is, folks. I need to let the batteries cool down because they were charging. So you should always give batteries a few minutes after charging before you use it. So once I walk back over to the other side, I'm not going to do it down here because it's just too much residential and there's not really any farther throw than from here to the top of the mountain over here. So we're just going to come back over here. So in any case, this is why I have the LR40R, because it's already charged and ready to go. In the future, it won't be so difficult because I'll plan further ahead. But today I was charging the battery since like 2 o'clock p.m. and I didn't charge the green ones first. I charged the Acebeams for my other flashlight because I drained them in this thing, running it last night after that initial unboxing video. So obviously I didn't bring those Acebeams, otherwise I'd have it ready. I have 2 chargers, a 2-bay and a 4-bay. I was using that 2-bay to charge these green ones for this light because I thought I'd have plenty of time, and I couldn't have been more wrong. So you gotta think ahead, and it's one of the main reasons why I like the LR40R is because it's also its own charger. So yeah, you can use backup batteries if you planned ahead and you got them, but you can also use just the thing itself. So we'll also put these batteries right back on the charger once I've done a little bit here. But in any case, sometimes with flashlights it winds up being less fun than you anticipate. You get a lot of excitement going, and then you got there and it's like, oh, it's cool, but I have to wait for my stuff to finish charging, and then it's 30 minutes later and it's not done charging, and then on top of that, you're holding other people back because of your, about another engagement today. So, anyways. I do wish that these, I'm wondering if maybe I can clip this up to here, because being clipped where it is isn't the best. It's just not. So it's only been a couple minutes, but that's a whole lot longer than no time at all. I've turned the X80 on immediately. But that's usually after the batteries have rested from charging. Anyways, let's see. Let's use our right hand here and there's another person here. We're gonna have to wait. How's it going? Well, I'd say that's enough. 7 lumens, 150 lumens. You can see that tree I talked about earlier. Then I forget how much the next one is. Then there's one more after this, the high mode. That's truly crazy. The high mode goes right up there. High mode goes right up to that. Over those lights, there's a cliffside. It goes right up to it. That's crazy. Little person? Oh, here's the tree. Oh, geez, you can see it now. That's the tree I was talking about earlier. Well, these batteries might not be capable. It either knows that they're off or something. So we might be using the Acebeams. We might have to do something about it later. So it won't run that turbo mode. And it turned itself off. So that's good to know. So if you don't have fully charged batteries, or if they're INR cells that are rated at 10 amps, but I guess 10 amps isn't enough. So we'd have to use eco mode. So that's quite a bit of a bummer. But at least I had a nice walk out here. And at least I have the LR40R. So my friends, this is exactly why you need backups. Not just batteries, but lights. Because sometimes things just don't go like you plan. Then you have to hightail it home without any light. So that's what's happening. I don't know what went wrong. We'll figure it out. These are supposed to be 10 amp cells, but I suppose they're not really 10 amps. Or, God forbid, something's wrong with the flashlight. Maybe one of the batteries collapsed because it got turned on too soon after it was charged. We'll see. Sometimes they reverse polarity and they'll collapse. And you can't use it for a while. We'll have to see. We'll have to snail charge them if that happened, and then reinstall the chemistry. It takes like a good hour to do that. You know, I'll take them out too. Make sure that they're not like broken, because we don't need it to vent inside a $270 flashlight. The Acebeam batteries did great. So I think I'll just use the X80's batteries until I can get 2 fresh ones in. Or use it, I have 2 fresh ones already that haven't been opened. I could use them with some other cells, but I'd rather get 2 more new ones in, so I think I'll try to do that. I think I'll try to go ahead and order those next paycheck. In the meantime, I'll have to use the X80 cells like I did before. Unless something went wrong with one of these batteries, which is what I'm kind of hoping. As crazy as it sounds, I'm hoping one of these chemistries collapsed. It's down to like 3.7 volts and the rest are at 4.2. And if that happened, just basically it gets recharged. And sometimes it'll say bad, it'll tell you that the cell health is bad, and what that really means is that the polarity's been reversed. And it's not able to discharge. So all you have to do is recondition it, which my Nycor charger can do. So anyways, but even with the batteries in there, it's not working. Or with a real long press. I'll try disconnecting the circuit and reconnecting it, but that won't do anything if the batteries are shot.